Welcome back to AskAPop. Today we're talking about translations. You know, our God is an awesome God. There may even be a song about that. You know, I write these SSAs not on my schedule, but on His. And it's usually when I see a flower or a cloud in the sky or a little bit doing something really cool. Not really on my schedule, but like I said, on His. Well, today is because of my Uncle Dale. He always sends out a good morning message, and I always try to reply with something smart alecky. Today, when I was going to do that, it required me to do Google translation because I wanted to do it in Latin. And then God put it on my heart and reminded me of a Bible lesson that I had done years ago for the young kids about Jesus coming to earth. And, you know, when Jesus came to earth, he came at precisely the right time because folks on earth were starting to get a little bit sideways with misinterpreting what the law meant, and they had some really, really interesting ideas. And Jesus wanted to come down and kind of straighten everybody out. And that's exactly what he did. And the way that we explained it to the young kids was we took these sun catchers and we kind of explained what the law was and what the Bible was, and said that it was all black and white and words, and people could read it and try to figure out what it meant, and they could pray about it. But then we started telling the story of Jesus and had them painting the sun catchers while we told it. And then as we did that, then we told them to hold it up to the sun and said, and then Jesus brought the Bible to life. And that's exactly, I mean, granted it was done for kids and it was done for effect, but that story holds just as true for adults and just as true for everybody today. As once you bring Jesus into your life, the Bible really does come to life. And the pictures that I am posting today with the story are a couple different churches. Couldn't be more different, but Jesus is in absolutely both of these churches. One of them is St. Patrick's in New York, and the other one is in the Garden Chapel in Israel. And you tell me that Jesus is not saving people in both of those churches still today. And the Bible verse today is John 14, the whole chapter. And as far as questions, how often do you find yourself sideways or upside down in translations? And I'm not necessarily talking about biblical translations. Matter of fact, usually not. And whenever, heck, for me, it's usually around the house that I find myself upside down. But when they do happen, how often do you turn to the Lord to get yourself right side up with those translations? And if you don't currently, how about giving that a try? Just a thought from a guy that was trying to be smart alecky today and make his family smile and turned out to write an SSA. God bless you and have a wonderful day.